Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom nestled between mountains that kissed the clouds and rivers that shimmered like liquid diamonds, there stood an ancient castle known as Eldenhall, ruled by King Edric, a wise but sorrowful man. His queen, gentle and kind-hearted, had passed away years ago, leaving behind their only daughter, Princess Seraphina, whose beauty was said to outshine even the dawn. But Seraphina was not known merely for her beauty, she was kind to the poorest, humble before the elders, and wise beyond her years. The people adored her, yet deep inside, Seraphina longed for something more, something beyond the golden walls and endless luxury of the castle. Her heart often wandered to the legends her mother once told her, the story of the enchanted chest hidden deep in the Forest of Echoes, said to contain the greatest secret of the world. Before we dive deep into this mesmerizing journey of love, mystery, and courage, make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon, and stay with us till the end, because this story holds a magical twist you'll never forget. It was a crisp morning when the story truly began. The sun painted golden streaks over the castle spires as Seraphina stood at her balcony, her long auburn hair dancing with the breeze. Her handmaiden, Elara, entered with a worried expression, whispering about the strange dreams the princess had been having, dreams of a chest locked by an invisible curse and a voice calling her name through mist. Despite the king's warnings to stay away from the cursed forest, Seraphina felt the pull of destiny. That very night, under the silver moonlight, she donned a cloak and slipped out of the castle gates, taking with her only a small lantern, her mother's pendant, and her courage. The forest awaited her, a realm of whispering trees, glowing fireflies, and the faint echo of an ancient lullaby. As she stepped inside, the world behind her seemed to vanish. Even the stars dimmed as though afraid to follow her into that haunted beauty. The deeper Seraphina ventured, the stranger the world became. Shadows took form, whispering her name. A talking owl perched upon an ancient oak offered her riddles, claiming he was once a prince who failed the same quest. The chest you seek, he said in a grave tone, holds not gold nor jewels, but truth, and truth, dear child, is heavier than any crown. Ignoring the warning, Seraphina pressed on until she reached a crystal-clear lake. At its center stood a small island where a massive chest of gold and vines rested. As she tried to cross the waters, they froze beneath her feet, ice forming a bridge as if the forest itself obeyed her will. She reached the chest and touched its surface. Instantly, a surge of energy coursed through her. The chest opened on its own, and a swirl of golden mist surrounded her. From within rose the faint outline of a woman, her mother's spirit, glowing with ethereal light. Seraphina gasped, tears falling as she realized the voice from her dreams was her mother's call. The spirit spoke softly, "My dearest child, long ago, I was bound within this chest by a curse born of jealousy and deceit. Only pure love could set me free." Seraphina fell to her knees, overwhelmed by love and sorrow. The ghostly figure reached out, touching her heart, and the forest erupted in light. Yet, before the curse could break completely, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, a sorceress cloaked in thorns, her eyes gleaming like venom. It was Lady Morwenna, the queen's former advisor, who had cast the spell to steal the queen's power. She snarled, "You should have stayed in your castle, princess. The chest's secret belongs to me." With a wave of her hand, the ground trembled, dark vines shot up, trapping Seraphina in a cage of thorns. But the princess was not helpless, clutching her pendant. She remembered her mother's words, "The light of the heart can break any darkness." She whispered an ancient verse her mother once sang to her, and the pendant began to glow. The vines burned away in a blaze of silver fire. Enraged, Morwenna unleashed a storm of shadows, but Seraphina stood tall, her courage blazing brighter than any magic. The Owl Prince, now revealed in his true human form, joined her in battle, wielding a sword of pure light. The two fought bravely as the forest roared with energy. Lightning cracked, trees bowed, and the earth split as good and evil clashed. Finally, Seraphina drove her pendant's light into the sorceress's heart. Morwenna screamed as her body dissolved into dust, her power shattering across the land. The spirit of the queen smiled proudly as the curse was lifted. "You have freed me, my daughter," she whispered, "but my time here is done. Rule with love, not fear. The light you carry will guide this kingdom forever." With a final embrace, the spirit faded into the dawn, leaving Seraphina alone but forever changed. When the princess returned home, the castle rejoiced. The king wept with joy, embracing his daughter, realizing her courage had restored not just her mother's memory, but the peace of the entire kingdom. Seraphina was crowned queen, but unlike rulers before her, she ruled with compassion. The Owl Prince, now named Alaric, became her most trusted companion, and together they made Eldenhall a realm of hope and magic. Years later, the chest was placed in the Great Hall, not as a relic of power, but as a reminder that love and truth are the greatest treasures of all. Yet, some nights, when the moonlight kissed the chest's surface, one could still hear a faint whisper, the queen's lullaby, echoing softly through the ages. And so, dear listener, the tale of the princess in the chest teaches us that bravery isn't the absence of fear, but the strength to act despite it. It reminds us that love, truth, and faith are worth more than any gold that glitters. If you enjoyed this enchanting journey and want to explore more magical stories filled with adventure, mystery, and heart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel at English Fairy Tales, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another tale that touches your heart. Until next time, dream bravely, love deeply, and believe that every chest, no matter how dark, holds a light waiting to be found.